Hello everybody, how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. And at The Flower Patch I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements from door wreaths, door swags, things for the home decor, things for your business, things for your garden decor, funeral tributes, weddings and much more. Right guys, before we start, thank you for all your wishes concerning me not feeling very well yesterday. I've been to the pharmacy this morning and got some medication over the counter, but unfortunately I can't take it till the night time, so I've got to suffer throughout the day until tonight. But it's only a week's medication where I can't take it more than a week, and it's nothing really serious to worry about. It's just cramp in my stomach, just under here, and also I feel bloated, and she said it may be trapped wind or gas. So I've got to not drink coffee and tea, and all I'm allowed to drink is water. And that is excruciating because I am not a water person. I find it very bland. So I'm doing another video. It's not going to stop me. I may not be as jolly, but hey ho, I try my hardest to be just as jolly as possible, because that's just my nature. Anyway, today I'm going to do a wreath, but I'm going to sit down, guys, because of my stomach. Because when I stand up, it starts to make me feel quite noisier, to where I feel sick. So I'm sitting down. I've got every good reason to be lazy today. So today I'm going to do, let's see, a 12-inch wreath, just a small one. And this is an ideal size just for beginners as well. I think when I first started out, I started out on a 10-inch, just to have practice. And I did do the odd one on a 8-inch as well, just to sort of like get the feel of it. So I'm going to do one on a 12-inch. Now I'm going to do an autumnal one. And I've got another one, guys. I went out and bought another one. With his lovely legs. Let's see if his legs... Oh, his legs are weird as well. I think they make them like that. This one's got his one leg going off to the... Oh, I can't laugh. Off to the right and the other one's forward. So I did decide to go and get another one. I think it's lovely. So on this wreath, I'm going to do more foliage. I haven't got any, I don't know if you class it as a floral or a foliage, just a little bit of astilbe. That is it. The rest is greenery. I want to do mainly green. I have got some gold because I've got like a gold colour in his little scarf. And also I thought, why not? We've got to put a bit of gold in. So I guess it could look a bit similar to late autumn come the Christmas month. I don't know. We'll see. Right, we're going to go through what we've got. I've got some fern. I'm not using the Himalayan maidenhair fern. I want it a bit smaller in length. Well, I say that. Wait till you see the gold one. I may have to cut that down, but I may use it for wispy bits as well. So I've got the Himalayan. I haven't got the Himalayan. Oh my good gracious me. I haven't got the Himalayan fern. I've just got the normal fern where it's darker at the bottom and it is like a lime green at the tips. And of course, I've got, this is just 3 pieces. I've chopped 2 pieces off here. I want it for the point because it's the direction that I want it to fall. Hence the reason I've got out pointy foliage today. So I've got some conifer out as well. And I've got some grasses with little pods on and also little pieces of fern. So I've got that just in green, and it's got a little bit of, I don't know, a bit of white in it mixed with lime in it as well on the fern. So we've got that. I've got out my cypress leaves because I want to just have something on the back for fullness. And so it's got, the others have got something to sit upon or on top, just so they can lean on it and it'll all stay in position. So I've got quite a bit of that out. I've only got a few bits because I've got these left from the vine that I've taken these off. So I just want to scatter a few of these pine needles around as well. And with the main spiky bits and, you know, pointy needles, I thought we could have that. I've also, these are oddments. So these are the actual ruscus. So with the leaves being at a point on the end, I decided let's go for that as well. So there's a lot of greenery. I did get some berries out. You know, the berries will match with the colour of our scarecrow, and I thought we could place in the odd ones around the grapevine wreath as well. And I've got 2 different types of astilbe. I've got the chunky seeded astilbe. Now this is like a peach colour, and with it being this very similar colour to the skin tone on the scarecrow and the hands, I won't say the feet, he's got his booties on, I thought we could place some of that in. And then I've got just, now these are scraps, these ones, so I thought I'm going to use these up. With the different tones of orange and the odd peach colour as well, which go lovely with the colour of him also. Now, I've got some mimosa. I haven't got the yellow one. I do like the yellow one, but I've not got none left. I've only got white. So I've just got 5 bunches. Don't ask me why I've got 5 bunches out. I've just got 5 out. And look how Christmassy that looks. That just looks like little snowballs or snowflakes. Doesn't that look pretty? Now guys, if you're wondering where I got this from, I got this from Tesco, our local supermarket. £3 for 1 stem. When I went in today to get my medication, I spotted they'd got some more. So, and they're still the same price, £3 for 1 stem, and you get 3 stems on it, or one stem. You get 3 pieces of it on and 1 little one at the bottom. And they are furry. Aren't they lovely? I didn't see the yellow. I saw some, again, the silver dollar eucalyptus, which they called lamb's ear. I even mentioned it to one of the staff members and she just giggled. So I've got 5 out. I don't know why I've got 5. I won't be using all 5. But doesn't that look lovely together as one? That would just on its own look pretty in a nice vase or vase. Now for the gold. I've only got 2 different pieces. Now, I use these sort of things when I did big arrangements. But I thought, let's see, because I may be able to manipulate some and bend them over or something. They are long. I've cut the long stems out. They was really long. I think they're about 1 metre long. But I've cut the stems really down so I can get them in my buckets without them keep dropping out. So first of all, I've cut these. You get 5 on 1 stem, and I got these from Lily Jade's Wholesalers. online, and she does a pack of oh gosh, what was it? A pack of 6, I think, for I think maybe £10 or £12 on the live show, on a live stream, what she does. So I've got those, and these I've got from the same place. Look at those. Aren't they beautiful? They are absolutely beautiful. That reminds me of crocodile fern. That's this one. So I forgot what did it say actually on the invoice? Right. They are called the droplet fern, 6 for £10. That's what they're called. Makes sense, doesn't it? And this is the long spiky fern, also 6 stems for £10, which is a bargain, because sometimes you can get these guys, one stem could be about £4, £4.50, or perhaps more, depending, because they are super quality. So I've got those. I want to incorporate them to go with the oranges. So that's what I'm planning. And I've also got ribbon. I only want 2 types of ribbon, and I've got a brown, and then I've got, this hasn't got any wire in at all. So it was 30 yards this it had on it. This is only 20 meters. Yeah, 20 meters, and I've got that as well. And I thought they look, the browns and the deep orange go beautiful together. With him having brown and orange stripes on his stockings and his sleeves. So that's the reason I went. I was thinking of getting a green, but I don't want to go too much with the ribbon, so I've stuck with those 2 colours. So I've got my grapevine wreath, and I'm just going to place a hook on it. And what I do, I make a loop like so, go through, and then place these 2 ends through the loop and pull. I bring this to the front because having it at the back, if you tie the knot, tends to make it lean slightly forward. So I bring it to the front, and then I tie a knot like so, and then I go just about 1 inch to 2 inch up. I don't use, usually go more than that. And then I tie another knot. If I can get the long bits through like so, and then I pull so it's tight, and then I've got my hook here, and then the straggly bits I cut off. So there's my hook. You can use a floral wire if you wish to make your own hooks through it and then twist it, but I've got a big roll of this, so I tend to use this. Let me just cut that. So that is what we've got today. So before we carry on, I'm going to bring down the camera, and I'm going to do our bow. So let me just alter the camera, guys. So let me move you slightly forward so you can see. Well, that needs to go in here. Sorry about that. So I've got it like that. So I've got my bow maker. I've bought a bow maker because I suffer with health issues in my hands, arthritis, and not every day. And it's easier to create a bow. Right, I'm going to do our tail ends. Let's see. No, 6 inch. I'm just going to pinch it in the center where the 6 inches. Let's move those over there. And go down the center of our dowels. And then twist so your pattern is upside down. I tend to fold it so it's easier to go in, and then it creates a little pleat near the center here. So I'm going to go to 5 inch. 5 inches is usually my favorite length, unless I'm doing a big oval shaped wreath, which then I tend to go bigger. And again, just measure it. And then just twist every time you bring it through the dowels. And measure it now with the one on the bottom. Can you see the little pleat here? How it gathers as a little pleat in the centre. That's what I like to see. I mean, you don't have to do it like that. If you've got a way that you're more comfortable with doing, then that's fine. See, I can't make my mind up with, no, I'm going to just do 4. And I'm going to have a slightly longer tail end or streamer. On there. Now again, this one doesn't have wire. It has a tendency of curling on its own, which I love. And then I'm going to go on the opposite side. I'm just going to measure by eye. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I like it thereabouts. Again, I'm doing them both at 5 inch so I can measure it with the one underneath. I don't know if you can see that pleat there, look. It's probably better to see it on this light one where it's got the here. That's what I like to see. Turn. And just turn it towards you. Again, I fold it over. Measure it with the one underneath. And if you can see the pleat, how it occurs. As soon as I keep hold of it there, I grab this one and bend it down, and then you have your pleat. And then I put my forefinger on this side then to hold it so it doesn't move while I'm twisting it. And then place it on that side. Again, measure it with that one. I don't twist when I finished my loops, I then just pull it down to the end. Let me just, I'll dovetail that one at the end, because to hold that in, because it's got no wire in, I will place another piece, and I'm going to bring it this side again, so it's brown, white, orange, brown. Twist again, and I'm doing another 5-inch, twist again, like so. So let me just place pin in. Now on the centre I just want a little bit to cover, so I'm just cutting that off. I want to hide my mechanics. So I tend to just fold in half, meet at the bottom. Well, that's not straight, is it? So yes, meet at the bottom. And then I will pinch around 3.5 inches. So I go pinch in the centre like so to form another pleat in between my fingers, just like that, and then just place that in like so. Don't worry about both of these being on this side. Once I've placed on the cable tie, I will, before I tighten it, I will position one over to that side. So then we'll get our and just placing. Now I'm just going to, and before I start, you can manipulate so your loops, so then when you take it off, they are in the position that you wish. So you haven't got to do much, you know, positioning. I can't get it open. So one here. So the bottom one I've just done first, the first loop I did, and then the other one on the bottom, I go opposite. Can't open it up, it's that flat. So I go opposite, and then the one on the top, I go here, because we're forming the letter X, and this one on the top of that also, I go opposite this one. So then the second colour, which was our orange, I use the bottom. I always go to the bottom one first. I place that in between these two brown. And then I get the one on the top, and I bring it in between these two brown. So keep that there. Like so. So you've got an orange in between the spaces of every brown. That. Just bring that one down as well. And then the brown again goes above the brown that you had here again. Like so. Did I just do 2 of those? I can't remember. If I just did 2 of those, then I'll place them in the horizontal. And then this one will sit in the centre. And then this spare tail end, I will just guide it over to the left. And I will just tighten it a little bit more, turn it around. Get a floral pin, wire, go through the cable tie, and before I tighten it again, I will make sure everything is in position. And I will cut the tail ends on here where I haven't done at the moment. And then the one in the centre, that will be covering our mechanics. So then I will pull on the cable tie tight now so they're all in place. Cut off the excess of the cable tie, and then I will get my ribbon and turn the ribbon, not the wire. I will turn the ribbon just a couple of times. I don't do it more than that. It's not needed. So if we place the long one in the centre and too short of the orange there. So I'm going to cut that one. Cut these slightly shorter. Let me just meet up with that. There we go. Let's just check. They're okay. So then that is, if I can find my wire. Our lovely brown and orange bow. So I'm going to keep this out because on our wreath, I'm going to place that on nearer halfway through, you know, once I've put a lot of foliage under here. I want this to sit on top of the foliage this time. I'm going to then also get and wire in our scarecrow, and I want him to sit around here. So the arrangement is going to go from here all the way to about here. I want to leave a little bit of grapevine where you can be able to see where the scarecrow is sitting. So that is what my plan is. So I'll place him over there. I won't place him on just yet, or the bow, so we'll place those over there. Right, now do I start with the long pieces? Oh my good gracious me, they are long. Let me cut these down. You can also cut these down to however you know, the length of what you wish. You can remove the bottom of these here. You can, if you have trouble with your hands, you can just get a pair of scissors or your clippers and just cut going up. If you just want them shorter, I can't get it. If I just take that one off. So I've cut it to about there, and I'm gonna see if these cut better. Oh no, you have to do bit by bit with those. So I'm gonna go up. So I've taken off those, so then that becomes smaller, and you can manipulate them and bend them into any way that you wish. So if I do that and get these prepared by just cutting them, some may be shorter than others. That's okay. But if we get them done first, then that's those out the way then, isn't it? If I didn't answer any of your messages last night, guys, it was because with me not feeling well, I was in bed for 7:30, you know, our time. So that may have been about 1 o'clock in 1:30 in the afternoon in the States. But it was 7:30 in the evening here. So yeah. So apologies for that. But I did look at the messages this morning and answer them. These are quite easy to cut. I thought I may struggle. Right, one more of these. Again, I'm not measuring these, how long, because I may still cut some more off depending, you know, where I place them. Right, so that's all those 5 done on that one. So let's do something similar with these. Save that. See if you can just pull these off. Yeah, you can pull them off, but I think it'd be quicker if I just did this. I know you may think it's a waste, guys. But I think they'd be too long. They're going everywhere. Yeah, these are easier to cut. And the last one. I must admit, I don't feel as bad, as worse as today as I did yesterday. So that's those 5 done also. So we'll just get all these up. You could use these little pod things, I guess, if you wanted to glue some on. I don't need them. You know, for little eyes onto something else on another project, and use them as eyes. Or a little nose. Right, let's get started. Again, there is the top. And I want to place this ruscus again on the back. I also want to place cypress leaves, or some have come out as well. Do I place the cypress leaves on the back? Yes, cypress leaves first. Let's cut a few down so it saves a little bit of time. I've done those, And what I'm going to do is cut several together. Again, let me just see where I want to sit. I want him there. So I'm going to place in the first one where I want him. So we're going to start there. We're not going to go any further than that on that side. So this is a good way to sort of like see where you want to start and finish by just placing in something like that. So now I know where I'm starting. So again, it's a good idea to place something in where you're going to start and finish, so you know that area is not having anything in, instead of keep bringing your scarecrow up to see. Now I'm bringing some around the sides, and this is going to be quite a lot of greenery. So I've gone in, out, and I'm coming in again. Give it movement, bend the, I mean, I've bent some of these this morning when I was having a go. And then bring it out to the side. So we're going to do a lot of coverage, but with different elements. And bring some in towards the centre. So you've basically got three sides. You've got out, middle, into the centre. So I don't know if you want to start and call that what level. 1, 2, 3 being your outer side. So bring some in on 1, bring some in on 2. So that's in. So I'm going to go up a bit here. Again, lift some up, you know, towards the sky, because that will help with the volume. Just by bringing it in, and then bring some again there. I'm not putting it in every position, you know, every area. I am leaving gaps for other foliage. Now around here is where our bow, I want our bow here. So I'm going to just place one around there so I can see, because I'm going to go this way coming round. So now again, that is our area for our bow. I'm leaving it. I know I said I want the bow on top. I do want the bow on top, but I've got smaller foliage what can sit under it. I've got some, these where I'm going to bring out a little bit here. Let's cut that a little bit. So by just, oh gosh, I've dunked that in a bit too much. So by bringing some out, you are bringing it up here into this area. And again, bring it in, bend, so as you can see. If you think it's a bit too much, spread some just slightly further out, like that, and just part bits, lift bits up, move bits slightly upwards. And again, as you can see, I've gone, so when the bow is sitting on, you'll see that I have got foliage behind it. If I don't know if you saw that, guys, because it's like so. So you'll see the foliage here behind the bow. So I've not forgotten about the bow. Let's have one in the centre now, because we are going down towards there, our end piece. So that was on the inside, so we'll go here. In the middle. The outer side, sorry, I'll get that right. And then we'll place one. And just give it that bend again. Because they do come the main stem really straight, so I do like to go to the left and then back to the right, or the opposite way, just to give a swirl, you know, in the stem, to give it that more of a natural look. And one in the center, like so. I'm going to put one more on the outer side. Under here. So that is your cypress leaves placed in, and again I've left that area for the scarecrow and that area for our bow, so then it becomes like so. So we don't need any more of those. Now we're gonna get, I'm not going to put lots in. That's the reason I've not brought out loads of the ruscus. I just want a little bit of a solid leaf placed in, just so it's got a variety. I want the spikiness, but I don't want all the spikiness. I want something what's solid, meaning flat like this and hasn't got any gaps in like that. So and I'm going to go to the same area as well. So I'm going to lift up like that. So let's cut some off. And I'm not having these too long. Again, I've placed that one in the center. I'm going to bring one out, because I don't just want them on top. I want to intermingle them with the rest. So you've got it all in and around. That one's a little bit bent. So we'll put this one then on the inner side here, like that. And you can always do that. Just intermingle, bring it around so you can see it in, you know, and entwined with the other foliage. So center again. It's best to really go, see how I've been doing it different. So it's best to sort of like start from, oops, what's that? Oh, paper. From one side. So you can either start from middle, top, side, or side, middle, no, side, top, middle. And do it like that in a, you know, in a way, so then you won't forget where, I mean, you won't forget while looking at it, but it becomes a routine instead of going, where did I go last, like I've just done. So I've gone there, out in centre, middle, side. So again, like so. I've put some on picks because I didn't think I needed a lot. So that's side. So we'll go middle. And then inner. So then we will go like that. Let's cut those what I've done down on picks. So then we go back to side. Now this is where we are with our, let me move those out your way, where we are up above where the bow is. So when I do the side here, I don't leave it like that. I bend the stem upwards so it's coming up and following over. So then I go middle, but when I go middle, I don't do middle in line with it. I go slightly further down, like that. And then inner. Now with the inner one, you can either bring it down like that, or you can go like that. But because we're going down there, I'm bringing it to start facing the opposite way. So I will place it under here on the inner side, like so. And then we go back to the side. So now there's a gap there. I want that here. So I'm going to go here, so that then looks like again it's going around. So then middle. So now we're going this way, not that way. So we will go a little bit further up. Like that. Let's get some more. And then now we're going on the inner side. And again, I'm going further down. But I'm going slightly under. And then on the outer, or back to the outer side. That one's bent as well. Again, we're going on the inner middle. And I'm not going to go any further because I'm stopping where that one stops. So then I'm going to bring one on the outer side here. I may place one more on top here, around here, to fill that area. I hope that's not a parcel for me. I think I may place one here. And you can go back and just check if you feel that one just looks slightly odd and you could do with another one there. So again, that is with, there seems to be more there, but again, I could place in one there, but I don't want to. We have got a lot of foliage. If I feel I need to, then I will place more on as we go further down the line. Let's take some of these. Now I've cut these off of bushes. I've cut lots off, thinking we're going to need lots. And again, we're doing the same. You can bring some, excuse me, under, above, and we're doing it like that. So, because we've got plenty of room under here, it just looks like with all the foliage that we're running out of space. One moment, guys. I think somebody's knocking on my door. Why don't they ring the bell? Sorry about that, guys. I keep getting interrupted. We've got guys outside knocking on my door asking to excuse the noise. They're going to be digging in the road, putting some new cable in for the Wi-Fi for somebody. So, right, where did we get to? Let's put another one. So I've gone on the outer side. These do move, so you have to make sure these stick the correct way instead of upside down. So another one. And we're going to go further up on the inner side. Just lift up again. See, that one's turned upside down. So I've placed that there, so when the scarecrow sits on, it's got some foliage behind. Let's cut that one a little bit shorter. Then up here. I don't think I want to, oh, that's come up. I don't think I want to put too many in. Oh, it's come up. I can't get it off. Oops. So I'm going to spread these sparingly. Like this. Now I'm going to lean that one there. And again, because we're going on the outside here, I want to bring some up here. So it doesn't look like we've forgotten that side. So by doing that, I'm going to again go in and then bend it upwards. Just put a little bit of a bend in the stem so it doesn't stick too far up. Like that. That one's only got 2 on, so let me just cut that a little bit shorter. Now we're going down that way again. So we'll go on the outer side. Middle. And under here. I wonder if I've got any with 2. Oh, there's one with 2. This one under here. So it feels like you're actually just filling in, really. And I'm not having the stems long. And then one, move this around. One down there. I could have one here if I've got 2. Yeah, there's 2. Let's cut this stem short. So if I bring one under here. Like that. So we're not going to have any more of those in. So I did cut a bit too many off, but hey, we can use them for other projects. We'll place those on the floor as well. I think I'm going to, again, I'm not going to use as many conifer because they are quite thick. As you can see, and they'll cover up a lot. So I may place a lot of these around the you know, on the outer side. Like that. So that's what I'm going to do with those. And again, I'm going to bend these upwards. I can never see where the opening is to these packets. I'm going to again cut them shorter. Move those out of the way. And now we're going down that way, off to the right. They've got something like a little bobble on the end, look there. Don't know what that is. And then one more. I'm going to place that. So that's like that. I don't want those. I'll do these up. So I'm gonna, I think, attach our scarecrow. Do I attach the bow as well? Because I want the bow to sit on top of the, no, not just yet. I need a bit more around here. So we'll hang on. I'm going to use these. So I'm going to do that. Hello, how are you?
Yeah.
Yes, I've been to the chemist to get some stuff. She said I've got to drink juice or I can't have coffee or tea. What are you laughing at? Is it because you know I like my coffee?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring one in here as well. So I'm going to place 3 around here, like so. So you've got that one. So when you put your bow on, you've got spiky bits all coming out from your bow in 3 areas. I don't want them going down the centre. So I'm just placing these on the top. These are push-ups, so I think that's a bit long. Again, we will fluff all the greenery up. So I'm going to place one there. I'm going to place one here. That's a bit long. I definitely need one here. And also one in here. Gosh, that's long. Let's push these up. You can hear a noise. Just bend that one in a little bit more. I've got one left. I think around there. So then you've got spiky bits as well. I think I may, guys, have placed in too many of these cypress leaves. to the point where I may need to incorporate. I'm going to take that one out. Take that one out opposite as well, if I can get it out. Gosh, these do stick quite quickly. Did I have, no, it's there. That one's not stuck in. It's not got a wire in it. Let's take. Again, I will fluff things up so it's got a bit of volume. And then I fluff them up just by lifting them up. I don't know whether I want to place, I'll see. I may place those in at the bottom, at the end. Right, our gold. Gosh, they are long. So what I will do with these is bring some, and I'm placing them underneath. I'm not placing them on top because of the length of them. So I will place them around the side area. Now give it a bit of movement. Let's just take a couple more of those off. Like that. I'm going to do the same on this side. down here. I'm doing a bend to the left, then back to the right, and then back to the left. So it's got a curved shape going down. I may take some more. And then the last one, I want to bring with the, there, I want to bring here. Again, I don't want this to be too tall. I'm placing this where the hook is. So that's the hook. You may think that that's where the top part is, but it's not, because that's where the ribbon goes, as you can see. And it will go like that, and then there's your top. And then we now got these. I could bring these in. I could cut these into several pieces. Let's have a look. Let's measure them how. So around there. There's some scissors. And then with it being flat on the top, I just tend to put a point on by cutting the top bit at an angle. Just to give it that little slight look of a point. Just like that. So who would know? So then we can place the smaller ones in like so. Just cutting a little stem on the bottom. Just give it a little bend so it doesn't look flat. I may just need these. I don't think I need 5. And then one again at the bottom. Just like that. No, I don't need any more of those. Right, we've got our little astilbe in the orangey colour. Again, I'm going to just add those in as a bit of different texture. If I start and place some underneath as well, so it's not just all on top. I'll bring one here. We'll place one here where the bow is. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Place that there. 2 left. And another one here. I'm going to bring one in the centre there, at the top. Something like that. So we've got all the little ones hanging around. If you see them around the edge, like so. Again, we're getting to that point where we're going to need to attach our scarecrow and bow. So I want some of these brought in the centre. So I'm going to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just start off with those. And what I'm going to do with these, have one there. One there. One there. I'm going to bring one down here. I think one here as well. Now we've got those in. I have got some of those, and obviously I've got my mimosa. So first of all, I want to attach my bow. So I think it's ready now to sit on top. If I place it through the vine, that's one, that went through great. Wonderful. I'll just hold it at the back while I get it in position. like these. I'm just twisting it at the back. Where's my other clippers? Over there. Right at the back. Right, let me just turn it around. If I need to cut the tail ends, then I will cut them shorter. Right, that's on top, that's on there. That's there. Right, and then now I'm going to, where's my scarecrow? We're going to sit him on, and I'll know how far to cut the tail ends. And all I'm going to do, get him positioned. Like so. Let's get some floral wire. And I'm going to go where the top of his legs are, or I'll do his hat first. I'm going to go, because he's got it's material, I'm going to pierce it through the material at the back, like, oops, I've dropped it. If you can see, I'm going through with my floral wire. That is what's going to hold his head up on the grapevine. So I'm going to just twist it a little bit at the back so it doesn't, so it holds it, sorry. Like you would if you did your bow. And then I'm going to take the floral wire through the grapevine wreath. Find where there's a hole. That's one bit gone through. And then take the other piece. I can see. Right, I felt that going. Right, that's gone through as well. So I will pull his his head, pull his head, just twist it at the back. I'm just twisting it a couple of times until I've got everything else in place, so it doesn't look too squashed. And then I'll do the same at the bottom. I'm going to go through his body. I'm going to go pierce his body. And I'm going to go through the grapevine again with one piece. And then through an area of the grapevine with another piece. And I'm going to thread that through the back as well. And I'm going to twist the wire until I've got about an inch and a half max. And then I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to bend the wire back into the grapevine, make a U-bend. And that's back in. So now I've done that one. I can do is this one here, as you can see. Let's just cut. Oh my goodness gracious me. Cut the wire and then bend it back over. And push it back in. Like so. Look at his legs. It's like he's like, oh, watch me bits. And then just sit him there. If you want him to sit funny or, you know, cross his legs like that, do the same procedure by placing a bit of floral wire through to just hold him into place. So let's have a look at our tail ends. I think we may need to cut some. Just so, yeah. So we'll cut them quite short. Oops, wrong way. So I'm cutting them short, guys, because we want to see him. I'd rather use too much than too little. Place that one back in. If I can. So now we've got smaller tail ends. Like so. So again, I've got still some of these where I can place in, where I can see. I've got some of those. I've got my mimosa. Again, let's have a look, because I don't want it to look out of place. And I wouldn't put too much of this in, you know, big strands. It'd have to be just be little, just to add a bit of softness. I'd have to stand above in them and have a look. Let's have a look. I think it would be better on the outer side. you know, just under here. Or would it? Or would it just be better with these? Yeah, I don't think the mimosa. I think it looks a bit too Christmassy. So, and again, then we've got our pine needles. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to bring some of our pine needles out underneath. And then some, not pine needles, of berries. Let's get it right. And then the pine needles on the inner side. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's cut so many of those. So then we're going to bring these like so. Hi hon, do you like my scarecrow?
Very nice.
I've been to the chemist today and they've given me the advice not to drink coffee or tea.
Well, I was going to say that to you, but I thought I better not.
Oh, okay, Dr. Zeus. Yeah, what you made me. He's reeling off what I can't have. Guess what he's made me? Da, 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 da. Dr. Zeus. Oh gosh, in we go with that. Get another one. I want to hide all these. Okay, now fluff up the bow, guys. I can't grab it there. That's bent. My hubby always does that. If I tell him what a doctor says or anything, he'll go, well, I was going to tell you that, but I didn't want to. But then if something's wrong with, or anything, and I'll tell him, and I'll go, well, I'm no doctor. I don't know what to say. So he contradicts himself. One minute he was going to tell me what's wrong, and then the next minute and he wasn't going to tell me because he didn't want to say. Don't make sense, that, does it? why I call him Dr. Zeus. What I'm doing here is I'm doing berries and one berry, one pine, one berry, one pine. It so saves me going back round. It's not that I'm lazy. Right. Let's see, I need to look at the spacing because I don't want to have less, you know, one wider than the other. So always check when you're going around your spacing, if you can see. They're relatively, you know, around the similar gap from each other as I'm going around. I think I need another pine there. Look at all the glue sticking to my clothes. It's better. And just lift those up. There we go. And then another berry. So looking again at the space. So it's around here. So I'll go under. Sorry about the noise if you can hear any, guys. It's the gentleman on the street. So again, there. Think again about around here. I think I'm going to bring one down here and here, well, under here. Bring two in slightly closer. So I'm cutting the stems slightly shorter. So they're just touching the end. But with this one, I'm going to bring there. And we've got those pine needles. I want one. And there. I'll cut that one slightly shorter. And again, you could put ivy in this, holly, you know, if you wanted it not to have the scarecrow and just have a very, not too much of a Christmas theme, is because again, some people don't like too much Christmassy things. So you could do that also. I can see a gap here. Okay. Let's just fluff up our bow. That's the middle. So that goes there. So guys, I don't think, oh, I need one more there. I'll cut that shorter as well. I'm going to place that sort of like at a laid down position. Tell a fib. Let's just get one more. I say one more. I'll get another one and another one. I want to bring that there. So now is the time to start fluffing up. If you want to bring things up, you know, lift them up to the sky or towards yourself if you're standing above it. Give it that extra volume by just curving some of the stems slightly over, like, you know, so, and it will give you that volume. You know, and just bring them up. And just go around. I will put this on the easel for you to see. I'm sure I had one there. Did I have one there? You know what, guys, I'm going to cut one because I think we need one there. And when I cut I just cut at an angle, as you can see at the top, and just work my way around. I treat it like a square, so I cut each side at an angle. You'll see it because you'll see that the ones as you're going around, it's not got an angle on it. So as you can see now, I've made an angle, so it looks more like a point. I want to place one here, the other side of the scarecrow's head. So I want to go in here. And I'm just going to it just looked a bit odd having nothing there. And again, just bring them up like that, lift them, you know, and again just bend some over, just give that movement, and again your volume, and that's what will make it look more fuller. So I will again place this on the easel. Again, I'm not using the mimosa. That's how long the stems came for the ferns. Say if the fern finished around here, disregard that. That's how long this extra stem was with nothing on. So, and they just don't look right with the arrangement. So I'm going to place those with a band around so they all stay together. Let's just get Gosh, I've got collecting rubber bands on my table. Let me just place those back. Oh my good gracious me. So when I get the easel out, you'll be able to see. And then I will lift the camera up. On this one, I wanted to do more of a design where there was less floral and more greenery, you know, so to speak. Oh, I wish you wouldn't have a wonky leg. Let's lift this up a little bit more. It's just right, let me just tidy all this mess I've made. I will clean it down anyway. I always clean my workbench when I've finished. Right, let's... Oh my good gracious me, it's everywhere. Let's place... I think it needs leaning back a little bit. I've made his leg look like... It looks like it's just resting. And just get all this down here. How does everything go all down here? I ask myself. Right, let's bring up the camera. Right, I've just accidentally zoomed out. So I'm going to bring it back and I'm going to zoom back in if I can. Oh my goodness. Just bear with me, guys. Oh, good gracious. Oh, that's a bit too much. Oh, I can't do this. Let's just give me 2 seconds. Oh, I tell you guys, I am rubbish. Can you see that? I hope so. So this is our project for today. And again, I wanted to... Looks like he's resting. It's just not that. He's just straightening his wonky leg up. I decided to add some gold. The reason being, I know autumnal is oranges, yellows, reds, browns, and things like that. And obviously greens. But I wanted to add in some gold to give it a different tone to the autumn, even though this would be something obviously autumn stroke winter, or even all year round, to be quite honest. I just thought that if I added the gold in, it would add a little bit of a sparkle to it and make it look a bit more, eye-catching, I guess. And so we've got Cyril the Scarecrow, little Cyril. And the bow that we've done has all been 5-inch loops with the brown, with the Monstera copper coloured pattern, and then the burnt orange effect as well. And then we've used the what did she say that was, guys? Droplet, I think. Droplet fern. Oh no, that's off another one. I've got that many invoices. Yeah, gold droplet fern, and then the spiky fern from Lily Jade's Floristry Wholesale. She's based in Bolton, and she does deliver to the UK and Ireland, but she doesn't unfortunately deliver to the States. But then I've also placed in some cypress leaves as well, and some conifer, and some fern, and then also some fern, thinner fern, wispy fern with little grass with the buds on as well, and some pine needles, some seeded astilbe in the bigger cluster or lump or piece, and then you've got some seeded astilbe in the baby one as well. And the baby one is like an orange, well, I'd say like a burnt orange, a mixture of a tone. You can see a few different tones in it, but this one is more like a peachy colour. And then we've got our berries, where they are like a tan colour, where they go a little bit darker on them as well. And we've got our ruscus. I like to put in some foliage that's got a slightly more of a solid leaf, basically like that, where there's no gaps in it, like your ferns, your conifers, anything like that, cypress leaves or grasses. I wanted a solid leaf like that to sort of like, mix in with it as well, to give it an extra bit of contrast against all the spiky leaves and the airiness of it. And again, we've attached our Cyril the Scarecrow to, I keep seeing glue strings, to the grapevine wreath with floral wire, and I've gone through the back of his body. We've gone through his bum and then also at the back of his hat as well. So we've just made a little O with the floral wire, which as easily goes through the material, and then just twisted it at the back to hold it in, just like you would with your bow. And that's basically all. And as you saw, I left a space for little Cyril and for the bow to sit, because I wanted my bow on top of my foliage. If you don't want your bow on the top of your foliage and you want it quite deeply set in, place it on first and pull it tight. But I like to see it on top. Sometimes I've done arrangements where it's gone in purposely because I want it that way, to show you how it can be done that way as well. You can also place your bow on first, but not have it, deeply set, and just work around the bow. You can also, it does work like that as well, if you want it sitting outwards more. So whichever really makes you feel comfortable and it's easier for you and you find it easier, one easier than the other, or even if you've got your own way of doing it, great, super. So I hope you enjoyed that little video and tutorial. Sorry I had to sit down, guys, you know, my tummy, but I'll get there. You know, again, there's worse people who are poorly than what I am. You know, it's those I think about more than anything else. So, again, I hope it inspires you to give it a go and try something like this with more foliage. Because again, if the astilbe obviously is a flower, then that's the only flower we have in it. If it's not, then we haven't got any. The only flower actually we've got is what's on the hat of Cyril. So again, and that looks just as inviting and just as eye-catching as something what's got lots of floral. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you give it a go, guys, whether it be in these colours again, I always say, or in your own colours, in, you know, whichever, maybe whites, reds, pinks, purples, yellows, you know, oranges, greens, blues, whichever, guys, peach, anything really, as long as, oh, one moment, guys. Hello. I am doing. Is that how many you got?
Maybe 240 one. That's all. And then we had to split it, so when we split it, you have to get senior management to agree to that. So we sorted out all the parcels to get 2 hours. Waiting for senior management to report on. So I can't do anything on the app until he authorised it.
Oh, right.
So you know what? What's it for?
My workshop.
Is it your workshop?
Yeah.
You?
Me, I'm a florist.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'll do.
I do all beautiful flowers.
Cool.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, good enough. Right up there, that's there.
Well, why don't you do what everybody else does and just lob it in the bin? All behind the bush.
That's what Royal Mail do.
Do they?
Yeah. They just send you a text message saying they've delivered it.
No, we can't do that.
It's in a safe place
We
and
can't.
state.
I mean, my mate is every driver, he delivers to my house. He chucks it in the bin.
Yeah,
And that's what
that's
the
what
thing
Royal
is.
Mail
We're
do.
not supposed to chuck it in the bin, mate.
Well, my son there, if it says if it weren't for him putting rubbish in his bin, he wouldn't have known it was there. And he was about tempting me because the bin man came that day.
It's not being delivered.
Yeah. You don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, so. I mean, if it's some money, I'll keep it.
No, all the flowers.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And I think you can do a lot of flowers more rather than me.
Hey, Alfie, you alright? Good. See you later.
You've got your name, I guess, you want to know, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he calls me Daisy. He calls me every name of a flower you can think of. He knows I'm a florist. I'll just let you finish it while I finish me.
You've
Alright.
got it anyway, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright then, darling.
Send that to you.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. The delivery guy couldn't scan my parcel. The portal wouldn't scan it. So anyway, sorry about that. That took longer than I thought. But again, thank you very much for watching all my videos and everything, guys. I am really honoured by you all. Again, you're just like an international family, and I love you all. So give it a go. Again, in whatever colours that you wish to do it in, whether it be a scarecrow or not, whether it be something for Halloween or Christmas, place a Santa in, a snowman or gingerbread man, anything like that, and just give it a go, basically. And when you do, have fun and enjoy. I'm going to now open my parcel because I love parcels. It's like Christmas. I'm a big kid when it comes to parcels. I get a parcel every day of the year nearly because I'm always ordering stuff. So have a great day. I love you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now, gals. Bye. Oh, I nearly pressed the button to stop. Whoops, daisy. This is legs. I've decided to put it up there so it sits straight. And this Cyril, Itty Divine. And as you can see, there's a bow with the brown and the gold monstera pattern. And our astilbe, our bigger clustered one. Then our cypress leaves, our fern and ruscus leaves. Our, what did she say this? God almighty. Droplet, our gold droplet fern, and then there's the spiky one, and there's the brown. Can you see how they go slightly darker around it? The berries with the grass with the pods on, and our pine needles as well, and our conifer up above here, if it zooms in correctly. And our wispy grass with the fern is, as you can see where I said it's got bits of white in it as well. And then our smaller astilbe here. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you give it a go. Have fun, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye.